Tony, you heard Adam say we've got snow this weekend.
I know.
Which means some people are going to be outside, but not everybody.
Some people are going to be home watching good movies.
That's exactly right. And so if you want to be able to check out all the new things, new recommendations, film critic Tony Toscano's got the reviews.
Yeah, and there's so much. I mean, I kind of do this 2 times a week with you guys, and there is just a whole plethora of movies.
A myriad, if you will.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
A smorgasbord.
Yeah, a smorgasbord. Let's start with Nomad Land, because that's the one that I think is getting the most talk. Nomad Land is all about this woman who loses everything. She's in her late 50s, 60s, and she loses everything, and she finds out about this subculture in America of all these people that use their campers, and they're literally like, they're nomads. They go from one place to another and they camp, and it becomes this lifestyle. And the premise of this movie is sometimes you have to lose yourself to find yourself.
And that's what she does here in this movie.
Yeah, and Frances McDormand is amazing in this movie. This is a brilliant script, brilliant directing. This movie is a big contender for Oscar Gold. I'm really thinking that Frances McDormand will probably win an Oscar for this role, and this might be the best picture of the year.
Really? So that's safe to say you're giving it an A.
I'm giving it an A. It's available on Hulu. It's a Hulu original, but it is just a magnificent film, and it's my recommendation, #1 for the weekend.
No kidding. Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got a good start here. Where do we go from here?
Let's go with a series that's been on for 8 years. We've never talked about it. It's a Hallmark series called When Calls the Heart.
Oh, I've heard a lot about this.
Yeah,
actually.
and if you like movies that are or television shows that are kind of a throwback to the 70s and 80s family value shows like The Waltons or Little House on the Prairie and things like that, this fits right in that category. It's a very gentle, wonderfully romantic, and yet talks about a lot of the human experience. This takes place in the early 1900s as a school teacher comes from the big city to this little farmland and restarts her life. And I had a chance to talk with the executive producer and star of this. This is Erin Krakow, who just an amazing actress.
Is heartfelt, it's tender, it's loving, it's a simpler time for sure, but it's really meaningful, and I think it's been very meaningful for our viewers as well as they're seeking that sense of family and community, especially over the past year where we've all been particularly isolated.
So you hear her sales pitch, Tony. What'd you give it?
Well, this, again, it's a series, so I had to watch a little out of, this has been on 8 years, so I had to watch a little of every season to do this review, but I'm giving it a B, and it is rated TVG, so it's
really for
everybody.
anybody. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very family-oriented show. And finally, let's talk about Palmer. This is Justin Timberlake's film.
And there's a lot of people talking about his performance here.
It's a wonderful performance Justin Timberlake does. The film itself, though, it's all about a guy that's done some prison time, and he comes home. He's living with his grandmother, and he meets a kid who comes from a troubled home, and it kind of reminds him of himself. Now, I talked to the woman that plays the grandmother in this, June Squibb, who you probably recognize from a ton of stuff.
And I'm thrilled with it. Sometimes, you're not, but I really am with this one. And we shot in New Orleans, or actually in rural Louisiana. We flew into New Orleans, and then it was about a 2-hour car ride to get to where we were shooting. And they used a lot of Louisiana actors in the show, in the film. So that was great too, to meet all of them and work with them. So it was very exciting.
Yeah, she goes on for a while.
Well,
there
a little bit, yeah.
But so what do you think of Timberlake's performance?
Well, Timberlake was good in it. The film itself, though, has some problems. #1, it's just a straightforward film. It's very predictable. There's no twists, no turns in it. I think the writing could have been a lot better. Justin Timberlake's performance is really good, as is the little kid in this as well. The film, I wanted to give it a B so bad, I couldn't do it. I have to give it a C because of its predictability and formulaic kind of layout that they had. So it gets a C. It is rated R.
Okay, so you got a couple options here for you this weekend. You got Tony's reviews. You're armed. You're ready to go. If you want to see Tony's reviews on anything else that's out there, go on to